Hello guys and welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Well, as usual, we have a massive show ahead of us. So make sure to smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, please brother or sister, do subscribe to our channel. We get live every day at 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. and talk about Manchester United. So if it is something that you are interested on, please do help us reach that 175 subscribers mark. So anyway guys, let's talk about the things which needs to get talked about. So I have already seen that Pooja and Rohit have joined us. Thank you so much guys for your support and for joining the show as well. The first thing, we all know that I would like to talk about Mason Greenwood, but I will let you know guys that I will not spend the entire show on Mason Greenwood because we have a lot of subjects to get into, rather interesting subject than that Mason Greenwood subject in my opinion. We all know that we will not see Mason Greenwood playing for us anymore. That is the decision Manchester United have taken. That is the decision Richard Arnold taken. So we will have to comply with that, no matter what our opinion is. As I have said this so many times, that it will not matter what is going to be our opinion, whether we are against, in for Mason Greenwood or against Mason Greenwood. Those things would not matter because ultimately the club will decide what they are going to do, and they have decided that they would let go of Mason Greenwood. So the first thing I would like to read out about the fact, the post that came out of Mason Greenwood himself. I know that obviously that many of you guys have already read that, but it is our session, so I would like to go into it thoroughly. He said, I want to start by saying I understand that people will judge me because of what they have seen and heard on social media, and I know people will think the worst. I was brought up to know that violence or abuse in any relationship is wrong. I did not do the things I was accused of, and in February I was cleared of all charges. So this is the key part. He said, I did not do the things I was accused of, and in February I was cleared of all charges. The one thing he put it wrong was he wasn't cleared of all charges. The charges were dropped. Those are two different things. If the case would have entered to the court and they found him not guilty, then he could have said that, I was cleared of all charges. But as we all know, that was not the case. So the charges were dropped, not cleared off. However, I fully accept I made mistakes in my relationship, and I take my share of responsibility for the situations which led to the social media post. I am learning to understand my responsibilities to set a good example as a professional footballer, and I am focused on the big responsibility of being a father as well as a good partner. So see, the thing is that if he is reconciling with his own mistakes, as I have said, who am I? I will only talk about myself in this session regarding Mason Greenwood. Whatever I am going to say, it's only my opinion. As I have said this hundreds of times, thousands of times maybe, that this is a community. You can have your own opinion. It is not always be the case that I will comply with every opinion of yours, or maybe some of you may not comply with each other's opinions, but that does not change the fact that at the end of the day, we are all Red Devils. That is what matters to me, and especially in this kind of crisis time, in this kind of crisis era, as a fan, we should be united. That is my perspective though. That is absolutely my own perspective. What Richard Arnold has to say about that, I will not read out the whole post. What Richard Arnold have written, it was a really long post. The key thing I will read about is that while we were unable to access certain evidence for reasons we respect, the evidence we did collate led us to conclude that Mason did not commit the acts he was charged with. The second time we are hearing that. First Mason Greenwood said that, and now Richard Arnold is saying the fact we did collate led us to conclude that Mason did not commit the acts he was charged with. I am restricted as to what I can say for legal reasons, including the alleged victim's ongoing right to anonymity, but I am able to share the following with you, which should give you some insight into the complexity of this case. I will get every one of your comments, so please do let me know your opinions. The alleged victim requested the police to drop their investigation in April 22. The alleged victim requested the police to drop their investigation. So once again, the charges were dropped, not cleared off. Those are two different things. We were provided with alternative explanations for the audio recording, which was a short excerpt from a much longer recording, and for the images posted online. The alleged victim's family participated in the process and were given the opportunity to review and correct our factual findings. While I am satisfied that Mason did not commit the acts, this is the most not interesting, what should I say, the most confusing part for me, the part that baffled me was, while I am satisfied that Mason did not commit the acts he was charged with. So Richard Arnold is confidently saying that he is quite confident and satisfied that Mason did not commit the acts he was charged with. Mason accepted that he has made mistakes which he takes responsibility for. So in one sentence, Richard Arnold is saying that, yeah, I am quite satisfied that Mason haven't done anything wrong. And in the very next sentence, he is saying that Mason Greenwood is accepting all the responsibility of the mistakes he have made. I mean, what mistakes? We are all aware of the photos and the videos and the audio recording that came around 18 to 20 months ago. We all are aware of that situation. So what mistakes is he exactly talking about, especially after he just said that Mason did not commit any of those things? I will never know that. And that thus my post on that the post that came out from Manchester United, it was quite greyish. It wasn't black or white. It wasn't definite about anything. They were tactically not definite about anything. It raised more questions rather than answering the questions we already had. So it is quite contradictory what Richard Arnold have to say. I am also mindful of the challenge that Mason would face rebuilding his career and raising a baby together with his partner in the harsh spotlight of Manchester United. Further, this case has provoked strong opinions, and it is my responsibility to minimize any distraction to the unity we are seeking within the club. Although we have decided that Mason will seek to rebuild his career away from Manchester United, that does not signal the end of this matter. The club will continue to offer its support both to the alleged victim and Mason to help them rebuild and move forward positively with their lives. So this is what Richard Arnold have to say. I will read out your comments, man. See, we all knew what happened, not what we all didn't knew what happened. We knew what was posted on social media. And as it stands right now, I cannot say for certain it was true. I cannot say for certain it was false. I will not get into that because I do not have enough proof. And I have said that thousands of times. I do not know the guy personally. So what he does in his personal life, it is quite impossible for me to know that what is his character, what kind of things he does, what kind of things he likes or dislikes. It is absolutely out of my jurisdiction, absolutely. So one thing I will talk about though, the statement that Manchester United put out was absolute bullshit. The amount of time they have took, I would have respected if our club, believe me, if you ask me, if that Red Devil Bro, what would have been your decision regarding Mason Greenwood? If I was the owner of Manchester United, if I was the CEO of Manchester United, I would have, believe me, I would have done that. I would have tarnished his contract right then and there when those photos and videos leaked. You know why? The simple reason why, I will give you the reason why I would have done that. The one and foremost reason I would have tarnished Mason Greenwood's contract then and there, because I love Manchester United the most. The club comes first. No matter which player it is, whether it's Mason Greenwood or Cristiano Ronaldo or it's Anthony or it's Bruno Fernandes or even it's Eric Ten Hag, Nobody matters more than my club, Manchester United. And for my club's sake, I would have done that. The only reason after 20 months on our ongoing transfer window, we are talking about Mason Greenwood is because of our club. And if you think it is accidental, you need to rethink as well. It is not accidental. They are quite deliberate. They deliberately do everything they does. As I have said so many times, whether it's Rashford's updated contract or it's the subject of Mason Greenwood, they bring all those things in the transfer market season because we will be busy talking about all those things rather than talking about the things that actually matters. That we haven't had a good transfer window. Our club is in a quite shitty situation. We are not getting the players our manager wants. We are selling our young talents. We are selling our future, and our club is getting run by some mercenaries. Those are the subjects we should be talking about. Instead, we are talking about Mason Greenwood. So believe me, guys, this is not accidental. This is absolutely not accidental. This is quite deliberate from our club to putting out this kind of news in the midst of our transfer window. So anyway, I will get into your comments. Rohit is saying to keep calm to everyone. Absolutely. Please, guys. See, at the end of the day, we have to keep remember that we are all Red Devils. There is no gender. There is no male fans or female fans when it comes to Manchester United. There are only fans of Manchester United, in my opinion, though. In my opinion, you will see, I have already seen your comments on our community section. There you will find hundreds of female fans in support of Mason Greenwood. You will find thousands of male fans against Mason Greenwood. So yeah, there is no male-female topic in this particular matter. There is only one thing that there are some fans who will be against Mason Greenwood, and there are some fans who will comply with the fact that we should bring back Mason Greenwood. But it does not matter right now because our club has already decided that we are going to let go of Mason Greenwood, and we would have to move forward with that decision. Vidobhuti is saying, I just want to say, Manchester United man, mark this day, you will live to remember either for regret or for joy. You don't have striker, you see the one to release, congrats. It is again waste of talent. Falindra is saying, Steve is saying simple. Don't mind Manchester United, they're very indecisive club when it comes to decision making. Absolutely, brother. The shit show they have made out of this Mason Greenwood saga, it shouldn't have been a saga. As I have said, if I was the owner of the club, please do let me know about my opinion. What do you think about my opinion? I would have done that way earlier. What they have done now, I would have done that then and there. When those things surfaced to social media, at the first place, those things shouldn't have been surfaced. It was quite naive from the part, from whoever did that, it was quite naive. Because you cannot expect justice from social media. If you are, if someone does something wrong to you, you go to the officials, you go to the police or someone who would actually give you justice. You would not post things, your personal life to social media that, I have been, unfairly beaten by someone or something like that. Yeah, you could do that. You absolutely could do that, but it will not give you justice. Not at all. So it was quite naive. I will not say it was right or wrong. It was naive. And we have to keep in mind how old those couples are. I guess Mason Greenwood is 21 now. So if you rewind 20 months, he was around 18 or 19. I guess his girlfriend was around that age as well. So when we are talking about those things, we have to keep in mind how young that couple is. So they are naive. It does not matter how much money at the end of the day Greenwood earns. He's still 18, 19, 20 years of age. So man. Jerry is saying this story is not complete. We should hear from the lady what she has to say about this and explain why and what was the real reason she reported Mason Greenwood and why she dropped the charges. We can't conclude Mason is innocent in all this, and we can't blame the club for releasing him. This issue will affect the club big time, and that's what some of us fans wrote. Exactly, man. Exactly, brother. The club statement does not put a full stop to the situation, it does raise even more questions. As I just said, in one sentence, he's saying Mason haven't done anything wrong. In the very next sentence, he's saying that Mason have apologized and he have, right all the wrongs he have done. So what wrongs you are talking about, especially after when you just said that he haven't done anything wrong? I am quite confused about that, man. Tanya is saying, then you really shouldn't be a father. Man. We should really calm down. We are at the end of the day. How many times I need to say you guys, I don't know. At the end of the day, we are all Manchester United fans. We are. Whether you are a male fan or a female fan, it does not matter to me until and unless you are a Manchester United fan, man. So yeah. Hey Mama is saying, man. Pandits, the law of karma will definitely visit you guys. Indra is saying, let's wait and see what they will also do with Anthony. We are waiting. Hey Mama, Ray, what's red? See, Indrani, Tanya, or I'm pretty sure that we have a huge female fan base. I know that this community is small. This is a smaller community, but we are a strong community. So keeping all those things in mind, I would say whether you are a female fan who supports our channel, whether you are a male fan who supports our channel, you know what is common within all of you guys. You like to watch the show, you like the community, and you are an equal part. You are an equal part of this community. In my eyes, you are. And especially when it comes to being a Manchester United fan, it does not matter whether you are a male fan or a female fan. As I have just mentioned, you will find 1,000 male fans who are against Mason Greenwood joining Manchester United, and you will find hundreds of female fans, who want Mason Greenwood back. So it does not matter what your gender is. You can see the thing in different lights, and you are entitled to do that. And we have to respect everyone's decision. We have to do that. As a fan, we have to be united. As I can see that the fan base is getting divided, and you know what? That is exactly the Glazers want. That is exactly the Glazers do want. Believe me, guys. They want us, as I have said, the oldest rule in the history book, divide and conquer. They are not doing enough in the transfer market, and now what they have come up with, the Mason Greenwood saga. They thought this is the right time to talk about Mason Greenwood. Are we truly sure what he has done or not done? We are not. In right mind, we cannot say that with absolute certainty that Mason Greenwood is guilty or not guilty. We can't say any of those things. So what is the point talking about that? What is the point talking about that? If the couple have moved on, let them move on. If they are choosing a healthy life, if they truly think that both of them done a mistake and they want to move on from that mistake and wants to start a life afresh, we should support that. So Manchester United have decided, and I guess in a way it was a right decision, because it would have, I guess someone of you commented that it would have attracted a lot of non-footballing drama that Erik ten Hag does not deserve. He does not deserve. He has already handled a major situation with Cristiano Ronaldo the last year. So I do not see Erik ten Hag getting bashed by this particular thing as well, with this particular subject as well. It's okay that the club have decided to let go of Mason Greenwood. We have to accept that, and we should just move the fuck on. Because we cannot say, whatever you say in this comment, it will not change the fact that not one of us know with absolute certainty whether Mason Greenwood is guilty or not. So we can talk about this hours in, hours out, but that will not change the fact that we do not have the knowledge. We do not have adequate knowledge, so can we reach that conclusion that he is guilty or he is not guilty? So I do not see any point of talking about that, and we have lots of stuff to get into. I will get into that. Rohit, man, Rohit, absolutely, kudos, brother. Please, guys, be calm. We should not judge each other. Yeah, some of you guys will support Mason Greenwood, and some of you guys will not support Mason Greenwood, and it's quite natural. It is quite natural. Why do we think that every time someone is not complying with our opinion, I should bash him or I should bash her? That is not the case. That should not be the case. We are all Manchester United fans. We are all Red Devils in this community, and that is exactly the one thing that should matter the most. In my opinion, that should matter the most, man. Daisy is saying, that is why Manchester United as a football club will continue heading to the wrong direction in all facets of its footballing endeavours until they start changing its poor decision making on and off the pitch. But the whole incident should serve as a warning to other players of the club, as the young man must learn his lessons from his ugly experience. I wish him all the best in his career. Absolutely, Daisy. Absolutely. As I have said, we cannot say with full certainty whether he is guilty or not guilty. So if he is coming out and asking for forgiveness, he have posted apology as well. So man, who are we to judge them? We are thousands and thousands of miles away and talking about that. We can talk about that all day long, but that will not change the fact that Mason Greenwood is no longer a Manchester United player and he will move on. And personally, I will wish him all the best. I will wish him all the best, because at the end of the day, he wasn't proven not guilty or he wasn't proven guilty either. So in my opinion, as I've said this so many times, I do not know the guy personally, so I will keep my opinion to myself and I will wish him all the best. I will do so. Rohit is saying talk about AMRABAT. Yeah man, I will brother. What is saying? I don't agree with you. I do not want to be in this kind of absolutely. We should not get into all those drama, man. We should not. We have already talked about enough. We have already talked enough about Mason Greenwood. I guess we should put a full stop to that. And there is no point talking about him anymore. You know why? Because he's not a Manchester United player anymore. So moving on to the subjects that matters to us, that will affect us in the future. So the first thing I will like to talk about is that Noam Amaran subject. We have already seen that guy getting started in our very first match. I guess he scored that goal. So Manchester United have agreed a deal to sell Noam Amaran to that side FC Groningen. Man. We are losing our future talents. We are selling our future talents. We have sold Charlie Savage. We have sold Mateo Kovar, we have sold Ethan Laird, we have sold Zidane Iqbal, and now we have already sold Noam Amaran. We needed to sell Scott McTominay, we needed to sell Harry Maguire, we needed to sell, Donny van de Beek, Anthony Martial, Brendan Williams, but no, Dean Henderson. But as we are not able to sell all those players, Eric Bailly as well, what we are doing, instead, we are selling our future talents. And that is the most disgusting part. To gather some money, to gather a few $million, our club is letting go of the future of the club. And that just shows you the level of incompetence our club gets run with. Because see, the thing is that it is quite clear to me. That is the main reason I was talking about this Greenwood thing. Why are they doing that in this very particular time? Because they do not want us to talk about all these things, the things that actually matters to the club, that actually will affect Manchester United in the years to come. Instead, we are talking about Greenwood, we are talking about some other stuff that will not do us any good. That will absolutely not do us any good whatsoever. So we should move on from that and we should talk about all the things that matters to us. So I will give you, some good news as well. There have been some reports coming out from the UK outlets. We have already seen, we have already covered that in our earlier session today, that Raphael Varane may leave Manchester United this summer. But as the reports are coming out, they said that reports linking centre-back Raphael Varane to Saudi Arabia have no truth to them. The player is happy at Manchester United. I am happy with that, man. I am quite happy with that. Believe me, I was quite worried. If we were going to lose, Raphael Varane in this period of transfer window, that would have been absolutely messed up. That would have been absolutely messed up. That would have messed up big time. So I'm quite happy that he is not leaving anytime soon, man. And regarding Lindelof, Fabrizio Romano have posted something today in his Twitter account, and he said Erik ten Hag hasn't changed his position on Victor Lindelof since January, as he has no intention of letting him leave the club. Lindelof is a key player for Manchester United despite interest from multiple clubs. So yeah, as the statement from Fabrizio Romano stands, that there were multiple clubs who were interested in Lindelof, since January, but Erik ten Hag's stance regarding Lindelof is quite clear. He does not want to let go of him. Moving on to our next subject, it's regarding Gravenberch. You guys all know that the drama right now is going on regarding Gravenberch and Amrabat and Gravenberch. In my opinion, I have said it already. If you ask me if the situation is Gravenberch and Amrabat, I have no problem with that. But if the problem is, if the situation is that Gravenberch or Amrabat, I would choose Amrabat over Gravenberch, man, because we have all seen we need a player who can play that number 6 role, who will give the necessary support to Casemiro. We cannot rely on only Kobe Mainoo to do that job, especially when he's injured, out for at least 2 or 3 months maybe. So we do need a player on that position so we do not get run down by every other team in the Premier League. So regarding Gravenberch, Sky Sports have said Bayern Munich no longer ruling out the departure of midfielder Ryan Gravenberch this summer, with 2 Premier League clubs interested. We all know which club he's talking about. He's absolutely talking about Manchester United and Liverpool. And Fabrizio Romano had to say about something as well, about that thing as well. If Bayern's stance on Gravenberch changes, Manchester United and Liverpool will be there to work out a deal. Erik ten Hag could be key in negotiations with his former Ajax midfielder. Again, man. Again, that same thing. Yeah, it gives me the pleasure that Erik ten Hag could be key in negotiations with his former Ajax midfielder, but that just shows you he should not be the man. You can like Erik ten Hag as much as you want. I like the man. I love my manager. But he is not the guy to negotiate with the players, with the clubs. He is not. So what is John Murdoch doing there? He is our official negotiator. So what is he doing on those deals? If Erik ten Hag is the ones who convinced Mason Mount, who convinced Andre Onana, who convinced Rasmus Højlund, then what the fuck is John Murdoch doing? I thought he was the negotiator. So if he's not doing any job, let's just sack that guy. Let's just do that. If Erik ten Hag is the one, solely dependent, if we are solely dependent on Erik ten Hag to make sure that we get the signing that he wants, then what is the necessity of keeping John Murdoch or Richard Arnold? I don't see that. I really don't see that, man. And regarding Fabrizio Romano, please do let me know your opinion regarding this subject. Please, guys, let's not talk about Greenwood anymore. I am fed up about that subject. We have already talked that, and we knew that yeah, one way or another, there would be a decision regarding him, and we have already known the decision. So there is no point talking about that anymore. If they decided to let him stay, then we could have talked about that, because he still would be our player. Then he still would be, a Manchester United player. But as it stands right now, he is not a Manchester United player. So you can get angry on me, you can get disappointed on me, but your Red Devil bro will not talk about Mason Greenwood anymore, brother. So anyway, regarding Amrabat, Fabrizio Romano has said, with Liverpool, they considered a deal for Sofian Amrabat last week. However, they turned down a move, having signed Endo instead. I'm forgetting his full name, that Japanese guy, Liverpool have signed in the midfield position. For Manchester United, he remains a priority target. However, they have to sell at least one more player. Regarding Amrabat's subject, he also mentioned Atletico Madrid do like Sofian Amrabat, and he is a potential target should they sell Rodrigo de Paul to Al Ahly. So yeah, if De Paul goes to Al Ahly, joins the Saudi Arabian side, then and then only Atletico Madrid would pursue for Amrabat as well. So you can see the threat is not only from from Liverpool. Even Atletico Madrid poses a threat of snatching Amrabat from us. I really don't know when Fabrizio Romano says that for Manchester United he remains a priority target. However, they have to sell at least one more player, and that is the reason I guess we have seen. I guess in our earlier session I have said that it came from Samuel Luckhurst regarding Donny van de Beek, that Donny van de Beek is free to depart Manchester United on a permanent basis, and the club have held discussions with Real Sociedad. I guess, as I've said, I guess we are what, 3, 4, 5 million shy from getting that AMRABAT deal done, and I guess we will be able to, accumulate that kind of money by selling Donny van de Beek. As it stands right now, I do not see that by selling Van de Beek that we are going to get a payment of what, 15 million or 20 million. That is not going to happen. We have seen the level of incompetence of John Murdoch already. So whoever talking out there, talking out of their ass that yeah, it's Murdoch madness, swivel off, brother. Absolutely swivel off. It is not Murdoch madness. Even if it is a Murdoch madness, it is not for good reasons. Absolutely, it is not. Absolutely not for good reasons, brother. So please do let me know your opinion regarding Gravenberch or AMRABAT or whatever you want to talk about other than Mason Greenwood. So anyway, moving on to our next subject. This came from Fabrizio Romano as well, and what he had to say was regarding Dean Henderson. Crystal Palace are currently ahead of Nottingham Forest in the race to sign Dean Henderson, which gives me a lot of pleasure, man. I would say you honestly, negotiations continue on both club and player side. Henderson still expected to leave Manchester United. So yeah, man, it gives me a pleasure. If you guys have followed our sessions, you guys already know that yeah, letting go of Dean Henderson was in Manchester United plans. They wanted to let go of him quite earlier, but as the drama went on with David De Gea in the month of May and June, we were not able to sell him when Nottingham Forest actually wanted that guy. But as it stands right now, Crystal Palace have also shown some real potential interest, and they are willing to sign Dean Henderson. I do hope that deal pass really fast. Brother, that should happen. That absolutely should happen. American Tourister is saying, such a shame, yet we still have the Glazers. This club must suffer big time and never won anything for this brutal decision. Shivani is saying, they are not stopping about this subject. Yeah, man. See, the thing is that, brother, as I have said, man, we can talk about Mason Greenwood all day long, but that will not change the fact that he is not a Manchester United player anymore. You can talk about it all you want, but that is going to be the paramount, that yeah, he is not going to be a Manchester United player ever, maybe. So yeah, man, we have to accept that and we have to move on from that. Siddharth is saying to talk about Harry Maguire. Yeah, man. Let's welcome our Lord, our Savior, our God Almighty, Harry Maguire, man. Harry Maguire, man. We should talk about that, man. We haven't talked about him for such a long time. Yeah, man, he is a mid material. He not good for us Manchester United fans, but we have to accept the reality that Harry Maguire is a mid material, man. They have spoiled that song, Gangster Paradise for me. They have clearly done that. I actually love that song. But the amount of videos they have made on Harry Maguire using that particular song, I don't know why they have done that. Man, Siddharth is asking how many memes I have watched regarding Harry Maguire. Man, the amount of time, me and Pooja, especially Pooja, is quite fond of Harry Maguire's meme. So, she is the one usually helps me find all those things. So yeah, man, we have seen that so many times, brother. I can't even count that. It always gives me a good laugh. That is the one thing Harry Maguire have, given us. He always gave us a good laugh, brother. That is the one thing I will give it to him, brother. That is the one and foremost thing I will definitely give it to him. I already forgot that I have put up a poll. So 19% of you guys are it's good and 81% of you guys think it's excellent. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, brother, for letting me know your opinion, for being honest with me. Shurmila is saying, Siddharth, you are really intelligent. Harry Maguire best name material. Absolutely sure, Mila. You guys are all spot on when it comes to Harry Maguire, man. We are on the same page. As I have said, the two threads that join every other Manchester United fan. We can argue about any other subject. Just there is two subjects in which we will comply with each other, and that is our, our disappointment towards our owner, the Glazers, and our disappointment towards Harry Maguire, man. That is the one thing. Those two things we will definitely comply with, man. There is not an ounce of doubt regarding those two subjects. Let me read out one thing though. I haven't written it out. I haven't got the time. It came from Fabrizio Romano, and it is regarding. Please give me a time to read his name. Odysseus Vlachodimos. I am pretty sure. I am absolutely sure that I am butchering that guy's name, man. So please do forgive me. He's saying Manchester United are informed on the conditions of Odysseus Vlachodimos' deal as revealed yesterday. He wasn't in Benfica squad last week as he's expected to leave the club by the end of the window. Deal with Manchester United could only advance if Dean Henderson leaves the club. See, will it bother me much if Dean Henderson stays at the club? Because he's quite good as a second team goalkeeper and we still have Tom Hinton. So I would not be, entirely or highly disappointed if Dean Henderson does not leave and we are not able to get this Vlachodimos guy. You know what? I will read out that comment, Pooja. So I will not be highly disappointed if we are not able to get Odysseus Vlachodimos. If I'm being honest with you guys, if I'm being absolutely honest with you guys, I haven't seen the guy play. I haven't seen any match. He has played, so I cannot comment anything regarding his gameplay or whatnot. So yeah, I have no problem with Henderson staying and be a second goalkeeper. I don't think even if Andre Onana gets injured for a while or even gets suspended, I'm pretty sure that Erik ten Hag will opt for Tom Heaton rather than going for rather than going for Dean Henderson. So yeah, man, maybe that Vlachodimos guy is quite good. Maybe we will see about what that happens, man. We will see about that. And regarding Anthony Martial, Fabrizio Romano have said Manchester United's position on Anthony Martial is clear, as we have talked about in our previous session, that there was some interest from Saudi Arabian clubs regarding Anthony Martial, and there were some interest from West Ham as well regarding Anthony Martial. So what Fabrizio Romano have to say was Manchester United's position on Anthony Martial is clear. They are happy he is staying. They will only let him go in case of an important proposal. There is still no formal offer despite the approaches and contacts. So yeah, there have been some contacts from Saudi Arabian clubs and West Ham as well regarding Anthony Martial, but there have been no formal bids came in, and we will not let go of Martial without a proper deal. And I guess we are looking for what, 20-25 million maybe. But we all know how stupid our club can get. They have already rejected a £30 million deal for Scott McTominay. So if we are going to ask for 40-50 million for Anthony Martial, I will not be surprised. But I do not think that will be the case. So yeah, there haven't been any formal bids, but there have been some interest from Saudi Arabian clubs and West Ham as well regarding Anthony Martial. Purvain is saying, Siddharth, yeah man, Siddharth, thank you so much, brother. Kudos to you, man. Siddharth, bhai, bazi mere dise, yeah man. And we have seen a lot of meme regarding Harry Maguire. And what Pooja is saying, that Amago Harry Maguire, just a couple of days ago, we were just scrolling through Harry Maguire's, memes and stuff. And a video popped out and it said, and it sounded like that. I'm pretty sure that you are going, all of you guys are going to have a laugh regarding this. And it sounded like this, Amago Harry Maguire. And then it made some really gibberish sentences I didn't understand. Maybe not gibberish, it was in some other language. I didn't understand that. But what, Pooja have said, it sounded like, Amago Harry Maguire. So yeah, man, it is what Pooja is talking about. Good to say. I don't know, brother. I have tried to find that song, man. I have tried that. I have even typed what Pooja have typed so that I will be able to find that song, but I wasn't able to do that. So yeah, man. Sairo Bhaiya, man, doggos are barking. According to our Rohit Bhaiya, doggos are barking, doggos are singing, man. What can we do? Man, you want to be saying the best meme I have, heard or watched regarding Harry Maguire. I guess that was the one, man. There was also that one, that I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen that no look defending. He was running towards the goal and the ball was coming from the behind and it hits Harry Maguire's shoulder and it's tagged as no look defending. I was quite amazed with that. And there was also that time when I guess in our own D box, the ball got bounced off Harry Maguire up in the air and he was finding the ball as if he has no clue where the ball is, and in the video there was a loading symbol. So that was quite funny in my opinion, man. Shurmila is also thanking Pooja. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to Pooja. All the credit goes to Pooja for for finding such meme materials regarding Harry Maguire. As I have said, that she finds it absolutely hilarious. So am I, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys find Harry Maguire hilarious as well. Our hilarious Harry. So yeah, man. Anyway, these were all the news regarding Noam Amaran, Rafael Varane, Lindelof, Gravenberch, AMRABAT, Dean Henderson, Martial, and I still can't remember that guy's name. So yeah, those were all the news, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please do not, don't get demoralized, don't get sad. I know that you guys have had, what should I say, a debate within yourself, and that's okay, man. That's okay. As I've said, it's a community. You are entitled to your own opinion, and we should not judge anyone regarding their opinion, brother. So anyway, kudos to you guys. Absolute kudos to you guys. You guys are the legends of this channel. So please do make sure, if you did enjoy the show, please do make sure to smash the like button. And you know what? If you are new to the channel and enjoying our show, we get live every day at 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. So please do help us reach that 175 subscriber mark by hitting that subscribe button, and also hit the bell button so that you can get notified every time we are getting live. Rohit is saying, I love Sheikh Jassim. Bhaiya, oh man. I hope, get well soon, Rohit. Take care of yourself. It's really hurts to, hear me that, any of you guys are sick. Please do take care of yourself, brother. This season is quite worrisome. In this time and even in the March of January and February, people tends to get fever. So yeah, please do get well soon, and thank you so much for joining the chat even when you are feverish. And thanks to all of you guys. Kudos to all of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at our 4 p.m. show. Until then, goodbye, take care, love you. Kudos to all of you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow at our 4 p.m. show. So please do guys make sure to tune in, and we will have our talk. Pooja is saying glory, Man United, and showing some love. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you all of you guys once again. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button and the share button. Okay, guys, goodbye, good night, and take care.